high knees, pump the arms. Jogging for 60 seconds.
Okay, so these are 2-foot toe hops, and they'll go for 60 seconds. The last 15 seconds you'll do wrist shakes, so that the hands come out to the side, and you just move the wrists around quickly, and you keep the toes together and just alternate from side to side. So these are jumping jacks, touching at the top with the hands, heels touch at the bottom, and as you get comfortable, then you add some speed to it. So go as fast as you can. There we go. And again, this is for 60 seconds. Okay, so this is a step forward one leg with a toe touch and then a stretch for 15 seconds. The key to this is you make sure that you're looking down at your kneecap so that you get the full benefit of the stretch.
Switch.
And then you'll do the other leg, 15 seconds again, and it's one time to each leg. Okay, so this is a high knee march for 20 seconds, and this is an intermediate level. After you've done the 20 seconds, we'll have Marcus go into a high knee run, which again is for 20 seconds, and that's the advanced version. So we'll go to high knee run now. So again, alternating arms and legs, high knees on the spot for 20 seconds. Okay, so Isaiah's doing scissor jacks on the spot for 60 seconds. You'll notice the extension of the arms and the kick back of the feet, so you get a real good extension, both legs and arms. Okay, Marcus is doing a C stretch. You'll notice the left arm or the left hand all the way down to the knee. You stretch as far as you can, and you extend that hand up top. Okay, you can switch, and then he'll go to the other side. Both of these C stretches are done for 30 seconds to each side. You want to keep your body nice and straight so you're not leaning forward. So again, extend all the way down the legs. That's good. Okay, so this is number 8, the seated torso rotational stretch. Again, it's for 30 seconds to each side. You'll notice Isaiah's got his left elbow on his right knee, and to get the most out of the stretch, you want to look behind yourself as far as you can go, and you're holding that for 30 seconds. You'll now switch to the other side. So it's the other leg over the other knee. It's always opposite arm to the opposite knee, elbow on the outside of the knee, and you physically look in behind yourself to get a real good stretch. Again, these are for 30 seconds. Okay, Marcus is in an intermediate lunge stretch, and you'll hold this to both sides for 30 seconds. You'll notice that the body is nice and upright. The hands can get placed on the hips, and you really push the hips down into the floor to get that stretch in the front of the leg. Okay? He's now going to go to an advanced lunge stretch. So the difference is the back knee comes off the floor, the body still stays nice and upright, and the hands on the hip. Nice strong stretch, and again you'll push the hips into the floor. Okay, Isaiah is doing 1-foot high hops with the back foot on a sofa or a chair. We have a box here, and for 10 repetitions. Very difficult exercise. The deeper you can get, the better, and you try and keep the foot that's on the sofa nice and stationary. Okay, Marcus is going into a side lunge stretch, and again for this one you'll hold to each side for 30 seconds. And as you get a little bit more warm, you can stretch a little bit further. Go a little bit further. There we go. Okay, Isaiah's doing a 360-degree jump and a land on the feet with the hands back to a starting position. When you rotate this or change directions, don't be in a rush to do them too quickly. It's about good form and a real good landing when you land that jump. Okay, Marcus is doing the inverted hurdle stretch for 30 seconds to each leg. The key to this is that you reach with both hands towards that foot and look down at the kneecap. You'll get way more out of the stretch if you look down at that kneecap. So again, you do it for 30 seconds and then switch legs. Isaiah is doing the intermediate frog hops, forwards and backwards. He'll do 3 forwards and then 3 backwards. Very important that you come down with your hands touching onto the floor, both forwards and backwards. Okay. Advance is for the frog hops, it's in a diamond pattern. Isaiah will go out on an angle to his right, then to the forward position, and now he'll go backwards to his left, and then all the way back to start, and then he'll repeat that, but go in the opposite direction.
So now we have the intermediate flat back bear crawl. As you can see, there's small steps focusing on keeping the back flat and the hips nice and square. Not too much rocking. Imagine a bowl of cereal on the small of the back and nothing being spilt. For the advanced level, it's what we call the Spider-Man. And this is where you drop down low, a little bit of a push-up, and small climbing. Think of it Spider-Man climbing up the side of a wall. This is tough and challenging, and again, the goal is to be as stable through the midsection as possible, climbing forwards and backwards down that wall.
Okay, so we've got the hockey stretch. Some of you know this as the pigeon stretch. You'll notice how we try to get the front leg parallel to the knee, and we get a good stretch. To increase the stretch, you can drop the upper body a little bit, and you'll do this to each side for 30 seconds.
And try to straighten the back leg as much as you can and push the hips down a little bit.
Okay, Marcus is starting out with an intermediate lateral side hop onto 1 foot landing and holding for 3 seconds. This 3 seconds is quite a long time, so you need to make sure the core is tight and holding that. He'll now go into the advanced lateral hop, so everything stays the same, still hold for 3 seconds, but he puts the hands in the prayer position. So again, if you can hold it for that 3, that's the key. Keep the center of mass, which is your belly button, low and your core tight. Okay, Isaiah's doing the intermediate Supermans, where you have your opposite arm to opposite leg being lifted off the floor. You'll notice that his head is looking down. He looks down at the ground so you don't put strain on your neck. We'll now go into the advanced Supermans, where you have both arms and legs up and down off the floor. And then for the last 15 seconds of this, you would alternate opposite arm to opposite leg like you did in the intermediate Supermans. The intermediate goes for 45 seconds, the advanced for 30 seconds, and then 15 of alternating.
Okay.
So Marcus is doing the child's pose, and when you do this, again, you want to sit back on your haunches just as he is, get as close down to the knees, the chest down to the knees, head looks down, arms are fully extended, and you relax and breathe. And each time you breathe, try and go a little bit further and just relax all the muscles in your body. So Isaiah's doing the double leg intermediate wall sit, and this is for athletes who cannot do a wall sit for more than 4 minutes. You'll notice he has his hands on his hips, not on his quads. His knees, his upper leg and lower leg form a right angle. Feet are about hip width apart. And from here, it's just a nice breathing exercise, concentrating on staying in that right angle. After he's done the wall sit, he'll do a single leg quad stretch for 30 seconds to each leg. Staying nice and upright when he does this. Okay, Marcus is in a single leg wall sit, and this is for athletes who can go longer than 4 minutes with a double leg. Again, hands are on the hip, feet, or the right leg in this example, forms a right angle. The left foot is out in front. We prefer to have it this way rather than crossing the legs, because it's one single leg then doing all the work. Same thing, once he's done, then he'll rise up and go into a single leg quad stretch. Again, nice upright position, keeping the knee in tight to the body. And do that again each side for 30 seconds.